Hello, crafting friends. Welcome to my podcast. My name is Barbara Radzevikas and I'm Bondi Crafter. My podcast this week is mainly about what I've been doing this week, so not a tutorial or a quilting episode. This time I've made a lot of progress on my knitted vest, my beautiful cabled and lacy vest. I have bought a pattern, another pattern, a vest pattern, and I've received some beautiful from Katie Bean. So let's jump right in, see what's happened. Oh, also you can find me on Instagram at Hexagon Quilts. If you are interested in quilting, me too. My cable cardigan, 3/4 length, maybe vest, is coming along beautifully. I've three needled the shoulder seams. It's really neat. I really like how it has this nice edge to it. I was going to have it on the front and I thought I'd better have it on the back. And it's perfect on the front. Oh, just saw Levine walk by. And I've done I forgot to make buttonholes. Luckily, I remembered, but I think they're going to be on the right-hand side. I don't know if buttonholes make that much difference anymore. But anyway, I've calculated the buttons out. You can see where the pins are. That's where I'm going to make the buttonholes. Isn't this a beautiful pattern? I just love it. It's so lacy. And this British wool on a cone that I got, must have been about 6 months ago, is so gorgeous. Did I get a British, is this the British wool cone? No, this is wool that I got on a cone from Iona, that beautiful island, and they breed sheep, and this is a pattern that's perfect for it. Just can't wait to wear it, and it feels so airy, and I don't think I've ever felt anything like this. It's so beautiful, and you can sort of see the air in it. It's lovely, and hardly any wool. I mean, this is just my second ball and I just started it, and that's only half the cone, so I can make like 3. Things I got this week. I got this beautiful binding for steeking from Katie. Something had happened in the post. Katie. It's so beautiful. Beautiful little cards. Katie Green. Thank you. I know it's in reverse, but it's so beautiful and such a beautiful message. So lovely. And this is what I got. All little animals and mushrooms. I think this is Katie's own design. It's so lovely. It was on one of her podcasts that I saw. Might have been a very recent one. And I bought it on her Etsy shop. It's just lovely. Her Etsy shop is, let's see what it is. Her Etsy shop. I don't know what her Etsy shop is. Katie Greenbean is her YouTube. And her dog is Jack. this gorgeous little Jack who runs along the fields with Katie. That's one of the things I got this week, and the other was another pattern. And this pattern is one of my favourite designers, Baby Cocktails. And it's Grapefruit Pink Lady. I love vests, so I'm going to make a vest. I'll show you around the right way. I've just connected my shoulder seams on my, it was supposed to be a vest, but I'm thinking I'm going to put sleeves on it now. And this is how far I've got. I really like the neck, how it's coming along. I have made modifications. I'll speak about it when I'm nearly finished, I think. But I like how the cables have formed the neckline. I think that's really nifty. It's fitting well. Under my arms is nice and loose for the summer. So I'm making it for a summer vest. Well, I think I'm going to have 3/4 sleeves actually. But I want just a light lacy 3/4 sleeve thing garment to wear over the top of my t-shirt. So I'll have a bit of a longer look. I'll just get John to do the camera. So here it is from a distance. I've made the neck a bit higher. I think it was down about here. And I think it's going to be a nice fit. I'm going to put button band, but I'm not having buttons. I'll probably have a brooch or something at the top. Got to make the sleeves. I'm liking how it fits across the back. Loving the lace work. I think it's really pretty. And this is the first one I've ever made, I think. So it's going to go like that, and the wider button band. Put my sleeves in. I'm not sure whether I'll do them with circulars or not. And look how the also the sleeves have got cables on them too, which is very exciting. And cables here. So yeah, I think it's going to be nice. My socks are finished. They practically match. I feel so nice and warm and snuggly. And they fit pretty well. Well, they fit perfectly actually. Nice toes. I like them. This is a cookbook that we all used when we were in high school. So, basic recipes. All high school students had to do home ec. And obviously our Commonsense cookery book died a long time ago, and this is a new one. It's John's. Tonight we are having casserole meatballs with potatoes. Those white potatoes. How are you going to make it?
Make the meatballs,
So he's making the meatballs. What have the meatballs got in them?
Onion and a few herbs.
And what sort of meat?
Just beef mince.
How many spices?
I'll put in some Tuscan mix.
So that's the first step. I'll come back for the next step. So he's slicing the potatoes thinly.
To go on top.
Where did you get the recipe from?
Commonsense cookbook.
Yeah, this is a Commonsense cookbook that we had when we went to school in high school. All high school students had to do home economics, and we all did cooking at one stage. And we used the Commonsense cookbook for children. But we still use it. Well, I don't. John does. So now he's flouring something.
Meatballs.
He's flouring the meatballs. So he's just rolling them in flour, and he's... John is going to make casserole meatballs from the Commonsense Cookery book. He has rolled the meatballs in flour, just plain flour, and there's quite a lot. From how much meat?
500 grams.
500 grams of
beef mince.
Premium kosher beef, because we're kosher. I've got a meat kitchen, so he is making... So now the meatballs are all covered with thinly sliced white potatoes, and he's going to pour the sauce in, which he made himself. How did you make the sauce?
It's water and Worcestershire sauce. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce.
And we're going to have this for dinner, and there'll be leftovers. So 2 cups of fluid went in. That's including the sauce that he made. And now he's going to put the lid on, and it's going to go into the oven for how long?
30 to 40 minutes.
30 to 40 minutes at high. So our dinner is out of the oven. It looks quite yummy. Everything is cooked, but I'm thinking that I'll get John to put some barbecue sauce all over the top of the potatoes and put it back in the oven and let it crisp up a bit, because I like crispy potatoes. So looks really yum, and we'll have leftovers too, because there's only us. Here we are with the decorated dinner. It's just barbecue sauce. Give it a bit of decoration. Can't wait. Another 10 minutes in the oven. And Moroccan spices. Should be yum. Okay, it's out of the oven. It looks delicious. It's piping hot. But yeah, sounds good. Looks good. Thanks. This week I've watched a couple of movies. First one was Storm Boy. It's an Australian movie. It was made in 1976. It's a lovely movie, and the book is lovely also. It won some prizes. It's a nice story to read to children. It's about a little boy who's 10 years old growing up in South Australia with his father, who's a fisherman, and they're sort of on the fringe, and the little boy befriends an Aboriginal boy, and they're protecting the wetlands where pelicans are, and the little boy adopts some chicks, pelican chicks, when the mother was shot by poachers. That's the first one, and how they deal with it. The second one is Golden Kingdom, and that's a recent movie about some boys, also Buddhist monks, in Myanmar, which is top of Thailand, and it was made in 2015, and I think it was released in 2017. It's a lovely story, and I'm thinking halfway through something happens to the boys. It's a beautiful story, and I think you should watch. I thoroughly recommend these 2 movies. That's my recommendation for the week. If you get a chance. I think they're probably on Netflix, but if not, Google it and buy the disc. They're lovely movies. Some exciting video.